my old Kentucky home.
My old Kentucky home, far away, far away.
Good morning and welcome to KYA Today. I'm Peter Brothers.
And I'm Shelby Alger.
And we have an awesome show for you this morning where we'll show you the highlights of yesterday's fabulous KYA activities.
Activities that include the opening session, the education fair, and the governor's speech.
And later on we'll cover some of the fun social activities from our first KYA night.
But now let's send it over to Grant to hear how it went.
Thanks, guys. We certainly had a busy day here at KYA, and it started with the education fair. At the education fair, KYA delegates had the opportunity to informally interact with their peers regarding bill topics. After the education fair, everyone headed to the opening session, which had everyone's attention from the opening gavel. After the introduction of all the Y staff, the new governor, Eliza Devlin, gave very inspirational opening remarks.
Speak the truth for those who can't today. Speak the truth for those who are too scared. Speak the truth for the marginalized, for the minority, for the silent. Those silenced by statistics weighing down our state, by stereotypes, and by unfair media representation.
After the governor spoke, we got a quick look at this year's group of candidates who will vie to take her place. And from what we have seen so far, there are a lot of qualified candidates. That's a lot of business activity for one day. And now, back to the studio with Peter and Shelby.
Well, that pretty much sums up the majority of the business activity on our first day at KYA.
But as you all know, there's a whole lot more to KYA than just business.
All work and no play.
Makes Peter a very, very dull boy.
Well, we can't have that.
No, of course not. So let's take a look at yesterday's events through the eyes of some of our delegates.
For some of you, this is your very first KYA.
And for some of you, like me, you've been coming here for years.
What did you think?
And why do you keep coming back?
Let's see what you had to say.
Take it away, Sophia.
Thanks, guys. Well, delegates started arriving at around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon with all of their bags ready to check in and get down to business. Some of the delegates have been coming to KYA since middle school, but for others, this was their first time. Is this your first time at KYA?
Yes, this is my first time at KYA.
And what are you most looking forward to?
I guess I'm looking forward to meeting people just from across the state, because you normally only get to meet people from your school, your area, and it's really cool just to see what's going on and everywhere and the cool people who are just across the state.
Do you have a statewide issue that you most want to talk about at this conference?
You know, I'm going to wait for all the bills to present and see what really catches my attention, and based off that, I guess I'll talk about that.
Do you have any statewide issues that are really important to you at this conference?
I do. Domestic violence is really important to me because 25% of women in Kentucky are victims of it.
I think one of my main statewide issues is closing minority gaps as well as achieving equal pay. That was one of the platforms I ran last year, so I'm really going to be interested to see what people have to say about that.
I agree, and add on to that, maybe some like LGBT community bills to work with that.
I'm looking forward to talking about the college tuition in Kentucky and how to decrease it.
I am looking forward most to talking about how rapists shouldn't have custody over their children after they've had a rape offense. That's something I'm looking for.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot going on here at KYA. Now, let's send it back to the studio with Shelby and Peter.
Thanks, Sophia. Pretty exciting stuff.
You are not kidding. It's exciting to see the delegates coming here from all over the state.
I don't really remember my first KYA because that was 7 years ago, but I can guarantee you I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, luckily there were experienced delegates there that made sure that you knew what you were doing.
We at KYA take care of our own, just like a big family.
A family with hundreds of brothers and sisters.
So, take your feet off the coffee table, scoot over and make room on one big KYA couch, because we have a busy day ahead of us.
We'll take care of business, but don't forget to have a little fun as well.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow.
On KYA Today.
Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home.
To my old Kentucky home, my old Kentucky home.